Your ways are not our ways, Lord. Your thoughts are not our thoughts. For how unsearchable, unknowable is the wisdom of our God.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Pastor Dominic in our How Wisdom. We took a break in this country that we are. We are on the surge of the coronavirus disease, and emotionally we are affected a little bit because we lost a couple of friends. And then we went through that emotional state. And then we're back today in this How Wisdom, and we're not alone. We've added our dear sister Annie to join us. If she can introduce herself again.
Yes, I'm Mama Annie SOMWE. I'm the wife to Pastor Dominic SOMWE, your coach of success.
And then today, as we went through all those emotions, we want to come back again on our intelligence. We're talking especially about emotional intelligence. We started the last time, we spoke about financial intelligence, and then we combined that with talking a little bit about entrepreneurship. We spoke about spiritual intelligence before, and we spoke about rational intelligence. And we were busy speaking about emotional intelligence, to understand your emotion, and to understand as well that we as human beings, we are emotional beings. Yes. We'll have to work on our emotions. And the last time we developed the trait of character, and then we want Annie to just touch on it and give us an understanding of the trait of character.
Wow, emotional intelligence is such an important subject because most of the people who succeed in life, they learn how to manage their emotions. They've got what we call emotional intelligence. And as Dom said, yes, it's actually, it sounds a bit funny to talk about emotions after we've just come from 2 funerals of our friends, and then but emotions, you decide how you can manage them. If you decide to stay down, you can stay down for your whole life, or you can decide and say that it's done, okay, so we must keep on moving. So talking about the trait of character, I think that it's so important to know that people in the world, according to their emotions, are actually characterized in 4. It's funny that financial was 4 quadrant and emotions also is 4. We've got people that we call choleric, then we've got the sanguine, we've got the phlegmatic, and we've got the melancholy. The choleric aren't people that are getting angry or they're getting too emotional, but the choleric are people that are goal-driven. These are people who knows exactly, they are born leaders and they know exactly what they want. They can crash you down because they are goal-driven. They want to achieve things. These are like your leaders in the world. Most of them, they call them dictators and all that, but they are people that are goal-driven. They are not moved by emotions. These are the born leaders. This is the first category. The second one I want to talk about, and him is more of a choleric, driven by goals and all that. Then I'll speak about the sanguine because I'm more of a sanguine, but I've got the choleric side on it. Sanguine are the happy people. They are like, yes, they want to be happy. They are the popular people. They've got a lot of contacts. They can get along with many people. Yes, a little bit disorganized here and there because they want to please people. They are there and they just want to be happy. I'm one of them. Then you've got your melancholy. Yes, and the melancholy are the people that are organized. They want details. They want order. They don't want you to come with fluffy things. They want details you need to explain to them. And these are like nice, clean, organized, people. And then, yes, and then you've got your phlegmatic. The phlegmatic are like laid-back people. They don't want problems. There's no much difference between black and white. It's almost the same. And then they are the peaceful people. They want to reconcile. They can go along with their enemy and their friends they are like the reconciler, they are the peace people, the peaceful people, but each one have got some advantage and some disadvantage, and then maybe we can talk about it later.
And then in the marriage relationship, since we are husband and wife, we want to say a little bit, give us an example. She says she's a choleric sanguine. I don't know if the sanguine part is more, I think she's more sanguine choleric.
Yes.
That means, and then myself, I'm more choleric melancholy, or some people think I'm more melancholic than choleric. We call them melanchol, you know. Hey, she's sanguine, you know, choleric. You can see there that the choleric side links are together as well, because we look in the same direction. We want to achieve. So we find two achievers. Then we pull one another. Then the sanguine and the melancholy, they complete one another as well. Because to me, to try and be outgoing and happy all the time, you know, I need her. And then her to try and be organized, keep up on time, she needs me as well. So I think it's the same in most of the family if you look very well. You agree with me?
Yes, I agree. And then on people, even into people's life, you will see that they've got a little bit more, both of different, they are combining different traits of characters. You've got the sanguine that are choleric, and then the sanguine that are phlegmatic. I don't know if it's going really together, but in most people's life, you find a combination of character, but with the dominant one. Yeah, the dominant one is what people actually talk more about, but yes, we have all this, and if you understand this trait of character, then you will know how to relate with these different people. Yes, just to talk a little bit about the advantage of or the disadvantage. Sanguine are happy people, they want to make everybody happy and all that. In the process, they are late all the time because they are accepting too many tasks, and then they will be late, a bit disorganized and all that. Even when they are late, they'll just come happily, excuse themselves and just be there. And then, yes, these are the sanguine. And the choleric, yes, they are goal driven, but sometimes they just look like mean people because they want to achieve. It doesn't matter, come with explanation, no, I lost my dad or whatever, but where's the report? You know, they want the report. It doesn't matter if you lost your loved ones or whatever. So they are a little bit mean. That's what the choleric are. And these are like the people that they're achieving a lot, but many people want to kill them. Many people want to push them out. And then usually when they resign, everybody is like a bit happy because they're giving hard time because they want to push for achieving the goals. The phlegmatic are the peaceful people, but they're a bit lazy. Yes, because yes and no is just the same. And then sometimes people think they are hypocrites because they accepted the yes and then they still accept the no. Then usually they get problems because they're a bit lazy, and then they sound to be hypocrite because they want to please everybody. Then the melancholy, they want all the details. They are nice people, they organize, they are like your managers, they can help you there, but their side of being withdrawn, and they want to be indoor, they want to be, make them not so much likable. And then sometimes when you come and you bringing your disorder, disorganization, they don't keep up. They can't work with people that are disorganized. And then sometimes that's a passion of putting everything in order, the colors, the coordination and all that makes them also a little bit off. So these are like the advantage and the disadvantage. When you understand all this, then you will know where to put, how to work with who has got what type of character.
Thank you for just giving those ones. And then you know that like in a marriage relationship, there's mutual attraction, and then there's a choice when you get married. But you may find yourself in a situation where there's no choice. Like they employ you in a company and you have to work with a colleague. Then you have to navigate around those things. And then also in the family kind of things, you're born with siblings that you didn't choose. And then you may find that they've got a trait of character. Whatever system you use to understand people and to understand yourself, it's good. Here we're giving you what we call Personality Plus by Florence Litauer. We told you the other type, like people will just classify that I'm a extrovert, I'm an introvert. Some people will speak about type A, type B character. But now we want to talk now about motivation. Knowing people who they are, and then you're driving a project, you're looking after a group. How do you motivate people? Knowing what they are, sanguine and melancholy. How do you motivate a choleric?
Yeah, I think that if you understand what we have just spoken now, you will know how people are and what they are attracted to. Like in a marriage, maybe relationship, just to talk a little bit, usually people are attracted to the opposite. People that are always indoor, they don't like people that are indoor. They will like more people that are outdoor. People that are outspoken will want people that are quiet, so that when they are talking, the other one is listening. But if all of you, this one is talking, this one is talking, usually there is a clash. But to motivate, just to speak about motivation, I think that the choleric, they want to be in charge. They are goal driven, and they want to be in charge. If you know that this person is a choleric and you put him in charge so that he will feel at ease, I think that one will motivate them. People like sanguine, they want to
just on that, on the choleric. When they say putting somebody in charge, it doesn't mean he takes up your position. It just give him a task. If he's in a group, he doesn't have a task, he gets dismantled.
Yeah.
You'll have to give them a child. If they don't have a task to do, they are goal-driven. Give him a task, and then you'll motivate him more.
Exactly, because if a choleric comes there and then he's just one of the group members, so he just feel bored. He won't like it. So if you give him a goal and you say that we want to achieve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then go for it. He will give you, so you can motivate him. Talking about sanguine want fun. Yes, I want to achieve goals, but I don't want to be stressed. I want to have it with fun. Yes, if you tell me that yes, we're gonna go and then we're gonna have fun there, and then there will be people, we'll meet a lot of people and all that, that one will motivate a sanguine. And then
give them a colorful office,
yes,
with a lot of light. Yes, allow them to make noise, and then don't be too hard on them when they come late, and then keep up with their joy. They want an atmosphere where they joy.
Exactly. So if you are too strict with them, then you're gonna lose them. You might call them negligent or whatever, but they want to be in an atmosphere where there's joy. And then when we talk about the melancholy want details. They really want details. They want order. They want organization and all that. And then if you bring them, if you want to motivate them, I think you need to bring as much details as you can in things that they are doing, and then give them structure. They want to know the meeting will start at what time, it will end at what time, who will be speaking, who is he, all that. So they need the details, and they want to be organized. They are usually on time. They like color, they just want their music quiet and all that. So if you give them that atmosphere, I think that it will motivate them.
Absolutely. And then when they come and give you a report, as a boss, you'll have to listen to them. And then you have to write down sometimes. It says, okay, just a minute, you will say there's 4 points. Okay, let me write it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now go on. Okay, if you finish the first point, can we go on the second point? And they will give you a good work. If you like fluffy, they've prepared 5 points that you asked them. They told you they're 5 points, and then they've barely finished the first point. Then you end up the meeting, they will be very discouraged.
Very upset.
They want that kind. They want people to keep time. Some as leaders don't take their time for granted. Otherwise, they won't give you something good. They want you to excuse yourself, and And then now, what about the
phlegmatic?
The phleg. How do you motivate them?
The phlegmatic, usually they are laid-back people. I really don't know how to motivate them, but they want to be at peace. They really want to be at peace. Usually, no and yes, it's almost the same. Black and white to a phlegmatic, it's almost the same. But they want their peace. They don't want confrontations and all that. And I think that it's better to speak to them on the side. I'm personally having a little bit of problem dealing with phlegmatics because it's like I don't know what they want exactly.
Yeah, you know, they don't want conflict. You have to run up an organization where you don't have too many conflicting situations. But having said that, they make very good judges.
Yeah.
You know, when you need somebody that is objective, somebody that won't overjudge somebody, you know, there's conflict situation. You know, they can put a phlegmatic in charge. You know, you will reconcile everyone. You want reconciliation. You want to bring people together. Put a phlegmatic. Beyond that, we know that in leadership, there are things that you will have to learn. You can't just say, I'm a choleric, I will stay that way. I'm a phlegmatic, I will stay that way. You'll have to know yourself so that you can learn. And then push yourself out of your zone of comfort. Like if you've learned, I'm a choleric, I've learned to work with other people, and I found somebody in charge who is a phlegmatic. I don't rush him. I try and control myself. I hold up my choleric so that the organization goes forward. If I'm a sanguine, and then I'll have to keep up in time, I ask somebody else to say, would you kindly remind me? And I discipline myself. When they remind me, I stop. Beside the traits, you must know that you can always work up and adjust. And the one thing, if you work up very well, people may not even know that you are sanguine.
Exactly.
Because you have done it, you work it up so that you will be effective on the marketplace.
So the awareness actually of who you are will help you to adjust. This is not like, it's not in your blood. Yeah, it's not in your blood. Just to say that you can adjust if you want to. You know that I'm a sanguine, so I'll have, usually I'm late, maybe I'm talkative, I'll speak more and all that. Then the awareness of that will actually help you to adjust and to know when to stop and when to adjust.
Good. Thank you for being with us today in this What of Emotional Intelligence. We'll come back on that. It's extremely important because we know that people that succeed mostly, they're emotionally intelligent. Any word before we close?
Yeah, just to say that emotionally people will like you and will hate you based on how you behave emotionally with them. And then when you are emotionally intelligent, it will help you to keep up with people. People will tell you yes or no, will accept your project or no, based on the way that you talk to them. And then the way that you talk to them will depend more on how you judge, how you know your knowledge of their personality trait. And I think that it's really very, very important because I've seen people that are competent that got sacked out of companies and their projects were not accepted and all that just because they were not emotionally intelligent. And emotional intelligence will help you to build a big organization because you can keep people around you or take people out of your environment depending on how you treat them emotionally. And I think that it's a very good and very important subject actually to know if you want to be successful in life.
Thanks to accepting our invitation, and thank for you that you're following us online today. And then we'll see you next time. Stay blessed, stay safe out of COVID.
God bless you.